Yes, ma'am, please. Perhaps we like
इसमें नेट ऑन
Anju ma'am, kindly start. Please start.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, good evening, everyone. I welcome you all for Paai Ki Sansad. And we take immense pleasure to inform you that on the earnest demand of many of our revered members, Prithvi Abhyuday Educators Association India is once again coming up with flagship debate come discussion series Paai Ki Sansad, wherein we endeavor to throw light on some truly burning issues in the education sector. We at Pi organize two webinars in a month to enhance the knowledge that we all have. And in this way, we get to interact with each other across the nation and also create a bond amongst ourselves. We try to uplift and support each other with lots of positive aura around us. As it is true that democracy must be built through open societies and information, where there is enlightenment, when there is debate, there are solutions. When there is no sharing of power, no rule of law, no accountability, there is abuse, corruption, subjugation, and indignation. In Pai Ki Sansad, we have four panelists to speak on a topic. They will be divided into two teams, one team for the topic and one against the topic. And yes, of course, I am here, your moderator, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, to take care of all the rules, regulations, and the procedure. And of course, so here, let me just explain you. I would like to welcome our four speakers for today: Dr. Sri Ranjini Mokshagandham, Mrs. Pooja Malhotra ma'am, Dr. Revati Ramarao Rautrao ma'am, and Dr. Sandhya Dwivedi ma'am. And I also welcome Dr. Harshvardhan Singh sir, the founder and chairman of PI. So before starting, let me just tell you, today we'll be discussing on the topic helicopter parenting. Yes, because parenting is again an issue that has changed a lot with the changes of timing. With the changes of time, with the change of era, especially in the digital era, the parenting has taken a totally new phase. So a kind of parenting that we will be talking about is helicopter parenting. So how is it good for us? It is good for the parents. It is good for the children. So we'll be discussing more on it. So, firstly, I would like to welcome I would like to invite our first speaker, Dr. Sri Ranjani Mokshagandham. She is Professor of Management at BTPS B School, Bangalore, Resource Supervisor, Mysore University. She is a certified soft skill trainer, certified corporate trainer. She has done PG diploma in soft skills, PG diploma in career counseling. She is an NLP practitioner and life coach and a German language educator. So over to you, Dr. Sri Ranjani ma'am, and we would like to hear from you your views about helicopter parenting.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A very good evening to one and all present here. Just give me a moment. I'll just share my slides. Ma'am, hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, thank you, ma'am, for the warm introduction. PREETHVI Abhyuday Educators Association India, PAI, a place for transformation presenting PAI Ki Samsad 3.0. Yes, debate come discussion series on helicopter parenting. Excuse me, pros or cons. Yeah, today I would like to highlight the pros or the advantages of helicopter parenting. Let us explore the positive aspects of this concept. Well, very quickly coming to the background, this particular term, helicopter parent, it emerged in the early 1960s and it started gaining popularity in the US, United States. So, this particular word, helicopter parent, it describes the parent Parents who excessively hover over their children, closely monitoring and often controlling their lives. So this kind of parenting style, it involves high levels of overprotection, or even you can call it as a lack of independence for the child. That means with the image of a helicopter, which is symbolizing constant vigilance, or say even a readiness to intervene if at all they find a very early first sign of trouble. See, while this concept of helicopter parenting, it is widely recognized, it is widely discussed as well, but it still carries a negative connotation in our society. See, the approach is perceived as overbearing, or even you can name it as stifling. So that's why it is raising concerns about its potential impact, especially on a child's freedom and development. See, drawbacks associated with this extreme helicopter parenting, it actually includes impaired decision making skills or dependency issues, limited resilience for the child, even social skill deficiencies, anxiety, stress, difficulty, they are not able to adapt to the changes, all these things. See, the general sentiment, it aligns with the view that striking a balance between involvement as well as independence is crucial, mainly to foster a child, um, foster a healthy or even a flexible child. See, according to August 2022 issue of Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care, the authors actually noted that 83% of parents, they showed behavior of helicopter parenting. And who are these parents? Especially those who have single child as compared to those having more than one child. Okay. See, the concept of helicopter parenting, it involves closely monitoring a child's activities to enhance safety. Let us discuss how. So what happens with helicopter parents is they stay well informed about the potential dangers, risks. They start educating and preparing their children accordingly. They guide, or even for that matter, you can call it as they intervene their children mainly to be away from hazardous activities or such kind of environments. So, this minimizes the likelihood of injury or harm to the children. And also, quoting the statistics from the National Center for Education, it says that helicopter parenting, it is associated with a decrease in bullying victimization, especially among school aged children. However, it is definitely essential to balance safety by gradually granting more and more independence, autonomy to the children. How? Very simple, by maintaining open communication with them, encouraging the controlled risk taking, especially within the safe boundaries, or even seeking professional guidance if at all some kind of concerns arise about any kind of parenting practices. And all these will foster a child's development. It could be of life skills, it could be about the abilities of problem solving, or even creativity. Coming to academic support, yes, helicopter parenting, it's often associated with its overprotective nature, and I definitely agree, but it can also play a positive role in supporting a child's academic growth. A longitudinal study which was published in the journal Child Development, it indicated that if at all there is consistent parental involvement throughout a child's schooling, it will result in better grades, higher graduation rates, as well as increased enrollment in their higher education. Why? Because helicopter parents, they actively participate in their child's education. They start attending conferences, they volunteer themselves, or even they stay informed about the school policies. What parents will do, they provide regular assistance with their homework. They ensure that my child has understood the concepts and there is effective completion of the tasks. They even start creating a conducive learning environment for them at home, maybe by creating a quiet workspace or providing them the necessary resources or even advocating for their educational needs, right? These parents, they also try to instill confidence in their children. They start encouraging self learning, self assessment. They even try to nurture curiosity and also a desire for knowledge in them. Okay. Strong parent child bond. A 2019 study, which was published in the Journal of Marriage and Family, it indicated that helicopter parenting, whenever it is characterized by warmth and responsiveness, it could definitely contribute to a secure parent child attachment. So definitely this is a key predictor for our lifelong emotional well-being. Hope we all agree with it. So what are the approaches for bond strengthening? See, helicopter parenting, it often entails regular or frequent communication with the children. The interaction between parents and children, providing them emotional support, guidance, and also helping them to navigate challenges, trying to engage in shared activities, experiences, all these will create lasting memories in the mind of the children. So, cherishing this bond means it includes prioritizing quality time of the parents, practicing active listening, whatever they tell. Yes, we listen, we give importance to that, respecting the child's individuality, right? Even by encouraging their unique hobbies or any kind of enthusiasms. If this helicopter parenting, it is, for example, if it is unjustifiably stringent or say hyper strict parenting, it definitely, I agree, it hinders a child's ability mainly to develop any kind of healthy relationships, independence, or even self-esteem. Positive impact on mental health. Despite being criticized for its controlling nature, helicopter parenting can definitely or positively impact a child's mental health. How? Mainly by providing high levels of support and guidance. So, this is achieved through emotional support, making the children, making them feel loved and secure. Studies also have shown that children of helicopter parents, they are less likely to experience any kind of anxiety or depression than compared to the children of less involved parents. And children also witness improved coping skills, mainly with a strong internal locus of control as well as flexibility. Okay. Helicopter parenting, when practiced with moderation and sensitivity, I would like to say it can facilitate a smooth transition to independence for the children. And it can also gradually start teaching problem solving skills, mainly through open communication channels or encouraging children to discuss challenges and seek guidance. Instead of elders, see, directly providing them the solutions, you do this, you can do this, go with A, go with B, go with C. We can just try to discuss challenges. They'll try to seek guidance from us, right? So we are encouraging them to learn from their mistakes. They will think critically and also find their own answers. So to support risk-taking behavior, slowly but surely introduce your children to safe and cautious risks or any kind of uncertainties. Allow them to learn from their own experiences and they can develop endurance. So let they explore their interests, their passions, step outside their comfort zones. Let them treat both success and failures positively, right? Please recognize that children develop at their own pace, so parents have to set the expectations that align with, especially with their age as well as with their abilities. Acknowledge and celebrate their progress rather than solely focusing on achieving perfection, right? So this practice nurtures self-reflection as well. It instills, you can call a mindset which is focused on especially the personal growth, right? So in conclusion, I would like to say, acknowledging the advantages of helicopter parenting, it's definitely imperative to strike a balance of thoughtful parenting. So, excessive guardianship or overwatching can definitely hinder a child's development. So, it is essential to find that sweet spot where safety and support coexist with the encouragement of independence. Right? Please pay attention to the individual needs of your child, adjust your parenting style to that. Then only we can stimulate a healthy environment for growth. Remember, it's not about hovering incessantly about being present. It's not about hovering incessantly, but it is about being present, being supportive to them, or allowing your child the space to learn as well as to thrive. Right? So, parenting, it is a journey of continuous learning and adaptation. We all shall try to embrace the challenges, celebrate the success, and always we shall keep in mind that a considerate and a right approach lays the foundation for a resilient as well as for a confident child. Right? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Uh, Thank you very much, Shriyanjini ma'am. That was really a very good start for our panel discussion today, where we are discussing about helicopter parenting. Yes, parenting, if we talk, it is especially when we talk about helicopter parenting, it is sometimes people say that it is excessive level of involvement and control of the parent, and some of them think that it is a motivation of the parenting style. So let's now discuss more about it. Our first speaker, Sri Ranjani ma'am, was speaking about the benefits of helicopter parenting. So now I would like to invite our next speaker, who will be trying to bring out the other side of helicopter parenting, Mrs. Pooja Malhotra ma'am. Pooja Malhotra ma'am is working as a school principal and having a rich experience of 23 years in the field of education. She is very passionate about her work. She loves to implement new strategies in the schools and always tries to work for the qualitative learning and teaching the students. And she has received many awards in the field of education. She started her journey as a pre-primary teacher, and yes, today she is a principal, and she's a personality who believes in simple living and high thinking, and she always works out of the way for the betterment of her institute, for the teachers and the students. And she is, of course, a good leader for her teachers and believes in upgrading them always. So over to you, Pooja ma'am. We would like to hear from you about your views about helicopter parenting.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Harshad. Good evening to all the members, and good evening to all the audience who are present here and those who are with us here. Yes, very nicely, an introduction is given by ma'am about helicopter parenting. So here I am going to speak about the topic. As each and every topic has both the points, negative and positive. The same thing is there with this topic also. Helicopter parents, as we are talking about helicopter parents, so these are the parents which are hyperly they are involved in the life of their children's. It's okay that we need to guide the student, we need to mentor, we are a mentor of the students, we need to check the students, each and everything is okay. But helicopter parents, as we are talking about helicopter parenting, so helicopter parents are the parents, those who are hyperly involved in their child's life, and due to that highly involvement, many a times it happens that the negative aspects are or negative results are there of this, the helicopter parenting. That's why I would like to speak against the topic, because everything is not okay as per my own perception. We can't blame only a child. As a parent or as a guardian, we always anticipate from a child that whatever they are doing, suppose they are qualifying a particular class, they are in junior class and senior class, then to the colleges, and apart from that, lastly they go to achieve their goals. So it's not only a child, I should say. Each and every duty or each and every work is not of a child, but a parent should also play an important role in the life of every child. As we are talking about helicopter parenting, so in helicopter parenting, as ma'am was speaking that it is good, yes, it is good. But as per my perception, it is not. I am not 100% agreed with that, because as per the helicopter parenting, the intentions are although not bad of the parents, I should say. Parents do not think of bad of their child, or they don't think anything negative. But as per this component of helicopter parenting, they anticipate a lot. For example, I should give you a very good example. Suppose father and mother both are in working, so for the whole day they are busy with their work, they are working tirelessly, as of course they are earning for their family. But what about a child? I should ask to all the working women or the working men or the father and mother that, suppose their neighbor, in the neighbor a child is there and their own child is there, so they used to compare that. For example, I should give an example of two men, Rahul and Saurabh. One is Rahul and one is Saurabh. So Rahul is a parent and Saurabh is a neighbor. So Saurabh always used to gain 99 percentile. On the second hand, Rahul is not getting a 99 percentile. He used to get 58 or 50. And he's both are well. Their family background is okay. They are equally blessed with each and everything, with the luxuries and all the things. But Saurabh's family, the mother and father, they used to take care that whatever homework is done by him or not, whatever he is taking care of, what is the work, what is the task, how much he is studying, each and everything has been mentored or which have been observed by the parents. On the other hand, Rahul is there, whose parents are working, they are giving each and everything, but they not they are not tracking to the child. They are just saying that at the end of the school or for your further you should be getting 99 percentile, you should be 100 scorer, and that's many times it happens the child is not able to do that. So what the parents used to do, they used to disgrace the child. They used to say the things which should not be told to a child. They used to blame a child that we are providing you everything, then why are not studying? We are providing you the luxuries, we are providing each and everything, we are paying your fee, we are doing each and everything for you. But the thing what they are missing, they are only here, they are acting as a helicopter parent, but they are not tracking their child. So due to this helicopter, this kind of helicopter parenting, we need to think what are the negative or what are the bad effects or what are the drawbacks for this helicopter parenting. The child is now being the child is now being morally down, the moral has been down, the underdevelopment of brain is there, and the child is also low esteemed, and the child is also losing his or her confidence. Again, the sense of the complex, the sense is developing like the negativity, the child is going to moving towards the negativity, and the thing which is increasing in the child is the aggressiveness and the mental health problem also. So these are the drawbacks, these are the things which is happening due to the helicopter parenting. So helicopter parenting, it increases a child's depression, I should say, because continuously the parent is acting as a helicopter parent without thinking about the child's mental status. The whatever the action or the reaction is going to the child is not good at all. It doesn't mean that what the child should do and what the child should not do. So that is increasing the anxiety level and the depression level of the child. Some more drawbacks are there because of this helicopter parenting are as follows. The child can also lose, again I should say, the confidence has been lost, and the kids are already, they are always dependent for the adults. Such children often fail to develop their essential life skill, whatever talent they are having, whatever essential life skill they are having, they are also not been developed. These kids do not know how to handle and overcome the failure, because they don't know how to cope up with the condition or the crisis or the situation whatever they are facing, because they are not being independent. They are always being uh, the surveillanced by the parent. They are having a fear that if I am going to do anything, what will happen, how my parent will act. So helicopter parenting can influence not only in the psychological well-being, but that it will also affect the social behavior of the child. So I don't think, I'm not agreeing with this that helicopter parenting is good, because each and everything doesn't, we cannot blame a child. It is not a genuine factor of a parent that to act as a helicopter parent and not bothering about the child mental status or about his behavior or social behavior. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Pooja ma'am. Yes, of course, like you were discussing about some of the negative aspects of helicopter parenting. And it was really good to listen to you because you talked about the psychological behavior, the psychological adjustments, or how it affects the mental health of the children because of this helicopter parenting. Of course, parenting, if we see, it is an essential element in everyone's life, but sometimes over involvement or over parental involvement that we are talking about, it can sometimes I feel it can have some harmful effects on the well-being of adolescents or well-being of children. So let's continue with this discussion. And to continue with this discussion, I would like to invite our next speaker, Dr. Revati Ramrao Rao from MAM. She is Assistant Professor at GH Soni College of Engineering and Management, Pune. She has an experience of 21 years in teaching. She has published more than 70 research papers and published more than 10 patents and 5 copyrights, and has also authored few textbooks. So now over to you, Dr. Revati ma'am. We would like to hear from you your views regarding helicopter parenting.
Thank you. Thank you, Harshavardhan sir and Anjum ma'am. Really, it's a very useful topic. It's a need of the hour. So I am taking in favor of this topic. So first of all, we know that what is the meaning of helicopter parenting. So when parents safeguard and they mentor the child too much and hinders his or her ability to be an independent personality. So being overprotective, so helping the child with all small and big tasks, that is also called as the micromanaging. So it safeguards the child from failure and humiliating the situations, etc. are some common signs of such parents. So parents become helicopter parents because they naturally want to protect and see their kids succeed, and that's why they are helicopter parents. So sometimes they might put too much pressure on their children and thinking it's a way to show love or for other reasons. So a parenting phenomenon that has gained considerable attention in recent years, that is called as the helicopter parenting. As the term describes a style of parenting characterized by intense involvement in child's life, often hovering over their every move. So, as with any parenting approach, so helicopter parenting comes with both the advantages and also the drawbacks. As parents, we must be mindful of our parenting style. So, adapting them to be unique needs and the personalities of our children, and parenting, helicopter parenting, it is complex with both positive and negative aspects. So let's we find some positives of parenting, helicopter parenting. So it is characterized by close monitoring and active involvement. Has certain positive aspects. First of all, one notable benefit is the emphasis on safety and the protection. So helicopter parents are often vigilant and reducing the risk of accidents, or it is called as harm to their children. So additionally to the high level of academic involvement can contribute to better performance, as parents provide support and guidance with the schoolwork also. So emotional support that provided by helicopter parents can create a secure foundation for a child's mental and emotional well-being. So, moreover, the structure environment they create may offer comfort and stability. So, with some children, and they can find the reassuring. So, while these positive aspects exist, finding a balanced environment and independence remains crucial for child's overall development. Then adapting parenting strategies to make the evolving needs of the children, and that assures a healthy and supportive environment for their growth and development, that is very important. And particularly in family steps setups, when parents are regularly involved in their children's lives and provide appropriate support for their development. So here the children tend to excel academically and emotionally and build better relationships with their peers also. Specifically, high levels of maternal support are associated with society, socially acceptable behavior and hopes in young people also. So additionally, when survived child whose parents engaged in this helicopter parenting thought positively towards them, in particularly, they describe them as being involved and emotionally support, despite the fact that they feel that they were not given enough freedom. But ultimately, parental involvement can be extremely beneficial for children. The literature surrounding this helicopter parenting, that it suggests that it is the type of parental involvement rather than the amount that will influence child well-being and the ability to become well adapted adults. This also characterized by the excessive involvement in child's life can benefit from incorporating the positive thinking also. It also involves the fostering positive supporting and optimistic environment. It also promotes the child's confidence and resilience. So we have to balancing this guidance with encouragement that helps to cultivate a healthy mindset of our child. And helicopter parenting, that examples include the closely monitoring a child's every move. So there are many positive advantages. For example, safety of our child. So close supervision can enhance the child's safety by minimizing the potential risks and hazards in the environment. We can also support them with this academic support environment in a child's academic life, such as helping with homework, can contribute to the educational success. Then emotional supports also. With this helicopter parenting, it may be more tuned to their children's emotional needs and providing a secure and nurturing environment. Then a highly involved parenting style can create a structured routine that helps children that they can feel secure and understand the expectations what the parents want. Then we can also achieve the high achievement the standards by setting high standards and some expectations, and it may motivate to our children to excel academically and in other areas too. So it's important, however, to strike a balance between the involvement and fostering the independence to ensure a child's holistic development. So overly controlling behaviors can have long-term negative effects also on child's autonomy and their self-esteem. So here, for this, I would like to conclude with the great song from the movie "हम साथ साथ हैं." ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है, धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का ये उस विधाता की पहचान है. I'm not a singer, but I tried. But really, parenting it's a very difficult task, and I would like to um, uh, uh, say that I have two daughters, Pratiksha and Diksha. Both they are engineers. The elder one, she is a chemical engineer, and younger daughter, she is a IT engineer. So really, this topic, I really love it, and it will help to all the parents. So once again, I would like to thanks to Harshvardhan sir for such a nice topic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Revati ma'am. So it was really a great listening to you because you were telling about again the positive side of parenting, how it helps in boosting the self-esteem of the child, how it supports the physical, emotional, social, and spiritual growth or the cognitive development of the child. So this was again some very good points coming up from Revati ma'am. And now it's time to move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker will be Dr. Sandhya Dwivedi ma'am, and she is a psychologist and therapist. She is holding the position of director and counselor She has done PG in psychology and counseling. She has PhD in psychology of teenagers with respect to emotions and feelings and the role of psychology in computer science. She is a psychologist and is child counselor. She has been working with various students, families, and especially children in the last 15 years. Started in her career in 2004, and since then she has helped so many to solve so many problems of students and families. And she has rendered her services as a counselor in NDA Gorakhpur, Army Public School, Alwar, Rajasthan, and many more schools. So yes, because we are discussing about such a topic about parenting, especially helicopter parenting, not just parenting. So I think we have again a very great speaker, a person who can put more light on this. So over to you, Sandhya ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. And thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to share my views on this important topic, helicopter parenting. Really, it's very important topic. Even as a psychologist, uh, I feel कि पेरेंटिंग बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट टास्क है अभी जैसा रेवती मैम ने भी शेयर किया कि इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क और इसे हमें बड़े ही बैलेंसिंग मोड में करना पड़ता है एंड पेरेंट्स चाइल्ड रिलेशन सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग रिलेशन माना जाता है इट्स अ गॉड गिफ्टेड स्ट्रॉन्ग रिलेशन बट इस रिलेशन में कई बार हम ये देखते हैं कि हम पेरेंट्स ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव हो जाते हैं ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव ओवर केयरिंग ओवर आई मीन हेल्प बच्चों को प्रोवाइड करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं और ये नेचुरल भी है हमें ऐसा फील होता है हम पेरेंट्स बहुत ही खुश होते हैं बड़े हैप्पी फील करते हैं जब हम अपने बच्चों को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं उन्हें उनकी केयर करते हैं और ये नेचुरल है बट एक्सेस ऑफ एनीथिंग इज हार्मफुल ये हम सब इस चीज को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं एग्री करते हैं कि किसी चीज की भी अधिकता कहीं ना कहीं नुकसानदेह होती है नेचुरली इन दिस केस हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग जो शो करता है कि हम कई बार बच्चों की ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट जो कि इट्स अ नेचुरल प्रोसेस ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द चाइल्ड इज अ नेचुरल प्रोसेस और अगर उस नेचुरल प्रोसेस को हम कहीं से बाउंड करते हैं कवर करते हैं या ओवर प्रोटेक्शन के जो बाउंड्रीज होती हैं आई मीन हम फील करते हैं हम बच्चों को प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं हम उनकी केयर कर रहे हैं हम उनके लव हमारा ये लव है बट कहीं ना कहीं फिजिकली मेंटली इमोशनली सोशली हम उनके लिए एक बाउंड्रीज क्रिएट कर रहे हैं जो हमें विजिबल नहीं होती है मेरा ये मानना है कि ओवर प्रोटेक्शन यानी हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग कई बार एक बाउंड्री क्रिएट कर देती है जिसकी वजह से बच्चों की जो नेचुरल ग्रोथ है वो कहीं रुक जाती है और नेचुरल ग्रोथ रुकने के कारण जो उनका एक सेल्फ डिसीजन मेकिंग सेंस है स्किल डेवलपमेंट है एडजस्टमेंट इश्यूज हैं बिकॉज हर जो हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंट्स हैं जो बच्चों को ये प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं उन्हें सारी चीजें सेल्फ मेड उनको दे रहे हैं आई मीन कहीं भी उनको किसी भी तरह की रिक्वायरमेंट है और पेरेंट्स वहां पर अवेलेबल हैं बच्चों को ये फील ही नहीं हो रहा है कि ये डिसीजन हमें सेल्फ डिसीजन लेना है तो नेचुरली उनकी ये साइकोलॉजिकल सोशल मेंटल इमोशनल एडजस्टमेंट इश्यूज स्किल डेवलपमेंट उनकी जो है नेचुरल नहीं हो पाती है तो मैं इस चीज के फेवर में नहीं हूं कि हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग हम उन्हें प्रोवाइड करें उनकी नेचुरल ग्रोथ भी बहुत जरूरी है सो दैट वो जब सोसाइटी में आए तो एक अपने सेल्फ डिसीजन के साथ आए सेल्फ उनकी अपने आई मीन एफर्ट्स हों हम उन्हें रेडी कर सकते हैं, हम उन्हें गाइड कर सकते हैं, हम उन्हें सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं, बट सपोर्ट और जो बाउंड्री क्रिएट करना, इट्स अ वेरी लाइट डिफरेंस, या फिर इनविजिबल लाइन है जो हमें विजिबल नहीं होती है। हमें लगता है कि हम प्रोटेक्टिव नेचर के हैं, हम गाइड कर रहे हैं, हम उन्हें सेव कर रहे हैं, बट एक इनविजिबल सा एक लाइन है जो हम पेरेंट्स को कई बार शो नहीं होती है, दिखती नहीं है, और वो उनके लिए बाउंड्रीज क्रिएट कर देती है। तो आई थिंक एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम हमें बनना है, बट एक्स्ट्रा सपोर्ट या इस तरह का नहीं देना कि उनकी नेचुरल ग्रोथ ब्लॉक हो जाए। तो
Yeah, thank you, Sandhya ma'am. So it was again a great listening, because now we were listening not just from parents, but we were listening to the views of the psychologists. So that was again great listening to you. And as you were talking about different aspects of parenting, yes, of course, like the way you started, anything in excess is not always helpful, because when we talk about helicopter parenting, yes, it has its own benefits. It has some disadvantages, some demerits, and demerits. Both are there in any aspect that we discuss, right? And like as you said, anything of the excess. So when we get involved with our children, when as a parent, when we start involving with the children in all their activities, so there should be actually a boundary or a threshold that we have to decide for it. So that were very good points coming up from you. But now I would like to know more about the topic. And for this, I will be just asking a question to all the panelists. So it will be a different question. So different question for all the panelists, right? And it will be based upon what all you have spoken in your talks. So my first question is for our panelist, Dr. Sri Ranjani Mokshagandham ma'am. Ma'am, my question to you is, what is the impact of helicopter parenting on the self-esteem and decision-making capabilities of the student?
Okay. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Right. As all of the panelists told, see, this concept of helicopter parenting, it has garnered negative press, mainly for hindering independence. But still, it is important to acknowledge its potential upsides in certain contexts. So, what is the self-esteem? In simple words, how much you respect and appreciate yourself, both for your strengths as well as for your weaknesses. See, when speaking about helicopter parents, they actively praise and encourage their children mainly for their achievements. So, this fosters a sense of validation and accomplishment, right? This can also contribute to positive self image, particularly if a child, he or she is prone to self doubt. This is something like a positive reinforcement to them. Say, for example, we have a young athlete who is facing a crucial game. He or she, they might gain a sense of calm or a sense of focus from their helicopter parents. How? Yes, you might ask me, especially maybe through their pep talk to increase or enhance their performance. They might remind them of their past successes. So, through all this, they are trying to enhance their performance. Then, also speaking about setting high standards and and also providing consistent feedback. Through this, the parents can push their children to strive for their best, right? This can build confidence in their abilities, and also it brings a sense of pride when they are meeting with challenges. The helicopter parents, they might shield their children from negative experiences. It may be the academic failures or social rejection. While definitely overprotective, this can prevent immediate blows to their self esteem. And they're also trying to give their child the space to develop, right? Or any kind of coping mechanisms they can develop. Yeah, and you also asked me about the decision making capabilities. See, helicopter parents, they readily offer the advice and insights. Something already is there, apart from the child's understanding. So the parents, they are trying to expose their children to diverse perspectives, and they are trying to help them to consider different options before they make a choice. Say, for example, if there is a teenager who is navigating social complexities, that particular child might appreciate his or her parents' guidance, maybe on healthy communication or say conflict resolution. All this will help them to make more thoughtful or say well informed choices in their relationships. So, helicopter parents' involvement definitely will help their children to avoid taking any kind of impulsive or risky choices, especially in the age of adolescence, because their judgment capacity will still, it will be in the developing stage, right? So this will definitely contribute to a sense of security, and also it prevents potentially harmful sequences. And even when faced with complex choices, helicopter parents can act as sounding boards. Suppose a student is struggling with a math concept. He or she might benefit from a helicopter parent, because the parents are helping them to uh, break down the problem into smaller steps, or trying to offer alternative approaches, and then they are trying to reach a solution collaboratively, right? So this will help the children in developing their critical thinking capability, and also the decision making skills, especially in a safe environment with their parents. See, ultimately, I also agree. The impact of helicopter parenting, it definitely depends on the individual circumstances, or even the child's temperament, and also the parents' approach, how they are trying to approach their child. See, while not without its potential drawbacks, it can also offer valuable support, guidance, and it can the helicopter parenting can contribute positively to a child's self-esteem, as well as for decision-making capabilities, right? And but this must be implemented thoughtfully, and also with a respect for their growing independence, right, ma'am?
Yeah, that was really a great answer. Yes, as you said, helicopter parenting can be helpful in improving the self-esteem, but at the same time, we need to respect the children, and especially the needs of the growing children, as you said. So that was really a very great answer. So now my next question is for Mrs. Malhotra, ma'am. So Pooja, ma'am, I would like to know from you, like when we talk about helicopter parents, so sometimes it is seen that moms do more of this helicopter parenting as compared to the dad. So why do you think is the reason that moms helicopter more than dads?
Yes, ma'am. Once again, good evening to everyone. Yes, ma'am, you are correct that in comparison to the father, moms are more bothered about this, about the students or the children, or we can say females are more bothered. The thing or the reason is because most of the time, in comparison to the father, mother used to spend the time with the child. As we know that uh, for whole day. Now, as the working women are there, it's a different thing. But mother is always having a over concern, and I can say in the middle families, or not only in middle families, or suppose I can say remote area, we should say this, that there are mothers too over concerned about their child, about their child academics, about their child development, about their child achievements, and each and everything. But mothers are more likely to be more bothered, because they used to see each and every activity of their child, whatever the child is doing at the home. And I should say the comparison, the thing, the word which is comparison. So they more than father, the mother, they used to they always used to pressurize their child, that no, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be there, because mother is always, I should say that within the out of 24 hours, mothers are approximately 18 to 16 hours with the child. In comparison, father on the second hand, many of the families, the father used to go in the morning and they used to return back from their office or from their work at late night, or it may be in the evening hours. So, and I should say the aspirations is more of mother than a father. Mother want that my child should be perfect in each and every aspect, father, the here the difference, the gender difference is there of male and female, or father or mother. So their father, they used to deal with the society, they used to go everywhere, they used to see the things, and as I should say, they are exhausted various times. So they are not too much bothered as the mothers are bothered. And one more thing I told you before also, that the competition or the comparison in this era, there is a competency or the competitions are increasing day by day. So being a helicopter mother or helicopter father, or I should say the helicopter parents, they are anticipating too much from the child instead of giving them more and more. I should say that as the word helicopter parenting, it it is directly the meaning of the helicopter parenting is the over concerning, or we should say over pressurizing to their child. So the word itself is having a meaning. So it is already demonstrated that mother or father, they are uh, too much bothered about their child, but it only anticipating is not good. We are supposed to give the efforts. So whether the mothers are there or the father is there, both are equally they are equally responsible for the taking care of, for mentoring or for monitoring for their child. So as you asked, ma'am, okay, why mothers are too much concerned, the answer is simple, and that they used to spend more the time with their ward or with their child, and they are anticipating a lot without uh, diagnosing or without doing the analysis of their child mental state. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. As you said, yes, of course, the mothers generally tend to spend more time with the children, and even if the mothers are working mothers, but still whatever time they have, they always tend to spend more time as compared to the fathers. In most of the cases, if you see, and I think because of this may be the reason that they uh, we see that the moms do more of this helicopter parenting, and of course they anticipate too much, they have a lot of expectations, in fact everyone has. And yes, so now let's move on with the next question. So my next question is for Dr. Revati, ma'am. So ma'am, I would like to know that because you were speaking in favor of helicopter parenting, right? So I would like to know that according to you, does helicopter parenting turn the children into responsible adults?
Uh, Once again, good evening to all. Yes, ma'am, you are right. So I should say that helicopter parenting can be helpful in some ways, but it doesn't guarantee that kids will become responsible adults. It's essential to find a balance between guiding them and letting them learn from their experiences. So, encouraging the independence and the decision making that gradually can play a big role in shaping the responsible behavior. And we also know that the helicopter parenting is when parents are very involved, always watching their kids closely. So this style has both good and bad aspects. So, like any parenting approach, guiding with care, then nurturing with love, then transferring from helicopter parenting in a positive way means it also helps our child some more independent. So here, let them make the decisions and take an small responsibilities. So we have to talk openly with them and celebrate when they do things on their own. We have to encourage them to join the activities they enjoy. We have to join them. We support their efforts. So be there for guidance and reassurance while showing them that you trust them to handle things independently. Then this gradual approach helps to build their confidence and prepares them for a positive and a responsible future also. So, one message to all the parents, dear parents. So, it's great to care for our kids, but just remember giving them space to learn and make choices helps them to grow into responsible individuals. So, let's encourage independence and confidence as they navigate the life together. We are building strong, capable future adults. And the like the song, God always think positive for the people. The same way, the helicopter parenting also can act as a positive way to see and live life at its fullest. So yes, it also your question is also good, and I think I gave the answer regarding this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you
you, ma'am.
very much. Yes. Like our speaker, Dr. Revati ma'am says that it helps, helicopter parenting helps in bringing up responsible adults. So, moving forward with this topic, I would like to invite our next speaker. I have a question for you, ma'am, Dr. Sandhya ma'am. And this is something because related to your profession, because you are a psychologist. So, I would like to ask that I have read somewhere that because of helicopter parenting, there are some parents who may face isolation issues or reduce socialization. So, do you think does it happen? And if it happens, what are the reasons for this?
Yes, ma'am, it's natural. And the reason is, over involvement in child's life. Uh, when parents are इन्वॉल्व इन आई मीन ओवर इन्वॉल्व इन चाइल्ड्स लाइफ तो नेचुरल है कि उन्हें सोशल या उनके रिलेटिव्स या उनके जो रिलेशंस होते हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं सफ़र करते हैं एंड इवन एक जो हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग होती है जिसमें एक पेरेंट्स के माइंड में फियर आता है रिलेटेड टू kind of up and downs या सक्सेस या अनसक्सेसफुल बच्चे को लेकर सोशली बहुत ज़्यादा अनसर्टेन हो जाते हैं पेरेंट्स रीज़न दे आर वेरी प्रोटेक्टिव और कहीं ना कहीं ये प्रोटेक्शन की वजह से वो सोसाइटी से कट ऑफ हो जाते हैं Ma'am, there is some network issue, I think. I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, these are the reason. First is over involvement. Natural है कि पेरेंट्स या मदर का इन्वॉल्वमेंट अगर बच्चे के इर्द गिर्द ज्यादा है तो वो कहीं ना कहीं सोसाइटी में उसकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट कम हो जाती है दिस इज द वन रीजन सेकेंड इज वो इतनी जजमेंटल हो जाते हैं कि बच्चे को सोसाइटी में बच्चे को लेकर जो एक फियर क्रिएट हो जाता है उनके माइंड में कि मेरा बच्चा सक्सेसफुल होगा नहीं होगा और ये भी एक रीजन बन जाता है कि वो सोसाइटी से एक डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं और उनका टाइम एक जो लिमिट होती है वो भी कहीं ना कहीं अपनी फैमिली अपने बच्चों के में ज्यादा होता है तो टाइम की लिमिट भी कहीं ना कहीं एक रीजन बन जाती है इस आइसोलेशन का एंड द लास्ट वन इज कि एक माइंड में बच्चे के भी एंड पेरेंट्स के भी एक स्ट्रेस एंजाइटी क्रिएट होने लगती है ड्यू टू दीज रीजंस एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द रीजन कि एक आइसोलेशन एंड सोशलिज्म से कट ऑफ होना
Yes, ma'am, thank you. That was really a very good answer. And yes, of course, like though we are discussing about helicopter parenting, but generally, when we speak about parenting, so we know that well, the parenting styles may vary according to the culture sometimes, but what we see is that what we have generally seen is, because when a child is born, it's the first connection to the world that is established. It is through the parents, and more of the times you can say through the mother and father. And the infant, when he comes in this world, he sees through its parents' eyes. So whatever they are learning from the parents. The parent-child relationship, it lays the foundation for the building of their life. And when this parenting, it helps in their growth. When we talk about their growth, it is not just the physical growth, but spiritual, mental, physiological, psychological. Every time of growth is being done through this whole process. And the kind of incidences and the kind of environment they get up in the they get in the family, this is how they grow. And when we were talking about like helicopter parenting, is of course it is sometimes termed as over involvement, sometimes it is termed as to be protective. But one thing that I observed after listening to all of you is that uh, whatever we do, it should be within a limit. When we try to cross the limits, when anything is excessive, even for parenting, what we say, okay, you're very concerned about your children, you feel that you should be protecting your children, that is okay, but that should be up to a certain limit. When you try to cross that, when you're overprotective, and when you don't allow your children to explore, when you don't allow your children to take their own decisions, so sometimes it can even hamper their growth. So yes, that was a very fruitful discussion, and I really enjoy listening to all the panelists. And now I would like to hand over the session to our founder and chairman, Sir Dr. Harshvardhan Singh. Sir, over to you, sir. But now we would like to hear from you.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. First of all, thank you so much to all respected panelists कि आप लोगों ने अपना जो है एक वैल्यूएबल जो टाइम है, आपका जो कीमती टाइम आप लोगों ने पाई के इस एक वेबिनार के लिए निकाला, जिसको हम पाई की संसद के नाम से जानते हैं। और हम लोग कोशिश करते हैं कि हमेशा एक ऐसे टॉपिक के साथ आए जो करंट इश्यूज एजुकेशन सेक्टर के जो है उनको सोल्व आउट करने की कोशिश करें। और आज ऐसा ही एक टॉपिक था हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग का, जिसको हमारे रिस्पेक्टेड पैनलिस्ट चाहे उसमें डॉक्टर एस श्रीरंजनी मोक्षा गुन्नम मैम हो, हमारे जो है रिस्पेक्टेड रेवती मैम हैं, हमारे जो है संध्या मैम है, पूजा मल्होत्रा मैम है, सभी ने अपने अपने व्यूज शेयर किए। बस उसी में थोड़ा सा एड ऑन करना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि हम सब जानते हैं कि हमारे पाई के प्लेटफॉर्म पे जब भी एडुकेटर्स आते हैं वो इतने विद्वान और विदुषी होती हैं कि जब भी किसी टॉपिक के ऊपर गहरी बात करनी है, तो पाई के इस प्लेटफॉर्म को जो लोग सुनने की कोशिश करते हैं। बस ऐड ऑन करना चाहूँगा कि हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग का जिसका हम लोग आज ज़िक्र कर रहे हैं और जिसके बारे में आज हमने ये वेबिनार किया है, ये सिर्फ़ एक हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग का यहाँ ज़िक्र नहीं है। हमारे आज की सोसाइटी के अंदर 1 नहीं, 2 नहीं, बल्कि 4 तरीके की पेरेंटिंग को हम लोग जो है लेकर के चल रहे हैं। एक पेरेंटिंग टाइगर पेरेंटिंग, जिसमें पेरेंट्स जो है बच्चे के ऊपर बिल्कुल स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं। वो उनको जो है हर एक सिचुएशन को खुद ही डील करने के लिए जो उनको जो बार-बार जो है उनको जो है फ़ोर्स करते हैं। उनको जो है हर एक ऐसी सिचुएशन में डालते हैं कि ताकि वो इतना ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बन जाए कि वो लाइफ़ में कभी भी उसके आगे कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आए, उसको वो ईज़िली फेस कर पाए और उसके सामने कभी भी हार ना। जैसे टाइगर के नाम से आप लोग समझ गए होंगे टाइगर पेरेंटिंग किस चीज़ का नाम है और क्यों आजकल जो है टाइगर पेरेंटिंग का भी जो है चलन कई जो है लोगों के यहाँ चल रहा है। दूसरा, जिस टॉपिक के ऊपर आज हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे, हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग, जहाँ पर जो है हम लोग जो है अपने-अपने जो बच्चों को जो है सपोर्ट करते हैं, सपोर्ट नहीं करते बल्कि एक तरीके के डिसीजन मेकर बन जाते हैं, उनको हर तरीके से जो है पैम्पर करने लग जाते हैं। उन सब चीज़ों के लिए हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग जो है मानी जाती है। तीसरा, एक पेरेंटिंग जो सबसे खतरनाक पेरेंटिंग है और वो ऐसी पेरेंटिंग है कि पेरेंट उस चीज़ में अपने बच्चे के पालन-पोषण के लिए, उसकी ज़रूरतों को पूरा करने के लिए इस हद तक चले जाते हैं कि वो सोच नहीं सकते हैं कि भई उनका सोचने की मैं कहूँ कि एक तरीके की जो क्षमता है, उनकी जो सोचने की जो ताकत है, वो कहीं न कहीं जो है बिल्कुल ज़ीरो हो चुकी होती है, जिनको बोला जाता है स्नो प्लाउ पेरेंटिंग। ये स्नो प्लाउ पेरेंटिंग ऐसी पेरेंटिंग है जहां पर बच्चे का लाइक अगर आपके स्कूल में हम लोग स्कूल में हैं और हमने एक बच्चे को जो है किसी गेम में नहीं लिया या किसी और चीज में नहीं लिया, वो इस हद तक आकर के हमारे या किसी के भी सामने जाकर के जो है गिड़गिड़ा सकते हैं, भीख मांग सकते हैं, अपने बच्चे के लिए जो है अपना सब कुछ दांव पे लगा सकते हैं, इवन अपने आप को बेच सकते हैं। ऐसे भी पेरेंट्स आज के इस सोसाइटी के अंदर देखने को मिलते हैं। और फोर्थ नंबर पर आते हैं जेंटल पेरेंटिंग, आती है जेंटल पेरेंटिंग, जिसको सबसे अच्छी पेरेंटिंग माना जाता है कि जहाँ पर अगर बच्चा गलत कर रहा है तो गलत के लिए उसको डांटा भी जाए, अगर वो सही कर रहा है तो उसको अप्रिशिएट भी किया जाए। यानी दोनों चीजों का बैलेंस जो है वो बना करके जो पेरेंट्स चलते हैं, ऐसी पेरेंटिंग को जो है जेंटल पेरेंटिंग कहते हैं। मैं यहाँ एक छोटी सी स्टोरी ऐड करना चाहूंगा कि हमें किसी भी तरीके की पेरेंटिंग तो सीखने के लिए, वैसे तो कहा जाता है कि दुनिया का सबसे समझदार अगर कोई प्राणी है तो वो इंसान है। लेकिन इंसान शायद ऐसा एक प्राणी है जिसने सब चीजें जो है मैं अपनी जो है इसको स्क्रीन को जो है सभी के साथ में वो कर रहा हूँ ताकि मैं आप सभी को भी देख पाऊँ और आप सभी के जो है जहां भी लगे कि मैं गलत हूँ आप मुझे वहां रोक पाओ। तो मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगता है कि इंसान सबसे समझदार प्राणी जरूर है। इंसान इस दुनिया का जो है बुद्धिमान जो है एक जीव है। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं जब मैं सब चीजों को ऑब्जर्व करता हूँ, चीजों को हम लोग देखते हैं और जब भी कई चीजों को ऐसे समझने की कोशिश करते हैं तो पता चलता है कि इंसान ही धरती का एकमात्र ऐसा जीव है जिसने सारी की सारी चीजें दूसरों दूसरों के यहाँ से चोरी की। हमारी खुद की चीज एक भी नहीं है हमारे पास। जो कुछ सीखा है हमने जो है वो दूसरों से सीखा है। अगर हम कहें कि योग सीखा, पक्षियों से सीखा, पेरेंटिंग करनी सीखनी है तो आप पक्षियों से सीखिए। एक पक्षी जो अपने अंडे को हैच करता है, अपने एग्स को हैच करता है और जब वो बच्चा उड़ नहीं सकता है, जब तक उसके पंख नहीं निकलते हैं, जब तक वो अपना जो है पालन-पोषण खुद करने में कैपेबल नहीं हो जाता है, वो जो है उसको करना नहीं सीख जाता है, जब तक वो पक्षी जो है, वो एक बर्ड जो है, वो अपने बच्चे को अच्छे से उसका पालन-पोषण करता है। लेकिन जैसे ही उस बच्चे के पंख निकलते हैं, वो उसको जो है उड़ना सिखाता है और जिस दिन वो उड़ना सीख जाता है, पेरेंट उससे अपना जो है एक पक्षी जो है, उससे अपना जो है किनारा काट लेता है। कि अब आपने अपनी ज़िंदगी को डील करना है, जहाँ तक हमने आपको सिखाना था, वहाँ तक हम आपको सिखा चुके। अब आगे की ज़िम्मेदारी आपको जो है वहन करनी है, आपको जो उन ज़िम्मेदारियों को लेकर के चलना है, आप किस तरीके से लेकर के चलते हैं, ये आपने देखना है। हमारे बनाए हुए रास्ते से आप नहीं जा सकते। हम जिस समय में हमारे पेरेंट्स की सबसे बड़ी गलती क्या हो जाती है? हम अपने उस समय को सोचकर जो अपने बच्चों का पालन-पोषण करते हैं जिस समय में हम लोग हुए। उस समय में और आज के समय में इतना फ़र्क आ गया है कि हम उसी ढाँचे पे, उसी ढर्रे पे चल कर के अपने बच्चों को आगे नहीं लेकर के जा सकते। और शायद मैं आप लोगों से जितने भी आज यहाँ रिस्पेक्टेड पैनलिस्ट हैं, मुझे नहीं लगता है कि हमारे पेरेंट्स ने हमें इस तरीके से सपोर्ट किया होगा कि नहीं बेटा यहाँ यहाँ ऐसा मत करो, ऐसा हो जाएगा, वैसा हो जाएगा। बल्कि मुझे लगता है कि हम शायद बच्चों ने ज़िंदगी को बचपन को जिया है और इस तरीके से जिया है कि शायद बचपन में सबसे ज़्यादा चोट हम लोगों को लगती थी, सबसे ज़्यादा मार हम लोगों को पड़ती थी, सबसे ज़्यादा डाँट हम लोगों को पड़ती थी। लेकिन वो सब चीज़ें होने के बावजूद भी जहाँ पर हम लोग सही होते थे, जहाँ गाइड करने की ज़रूरत होती थी, पेरेंट्स ने हमें गाइड किया और आज हम सभी जो है एक जो है कामयाब इंसान के तौर पर जो है पब्लिक के सामने। एम आई राइट और मैम? यस और नो?
Yes,
अगर
sir.
मैं कहीं
Yes.
गलत हूँ तो आप लोग अपना जो है माइक ऑन करके बोल सकते हैं। दूसरा मैं एक चीज़ को कई बार समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ, तो मुझे एक धार्मिक जो कहानी है, एक स्टोरी है, वो याद आती है कि एक बार एक महात्मा जी ने जो है एक सपना देखा। उस सपने में क्या देखते हैं कि एक गाय जो है अपने बछड़े को चाट रही है और वो बछड़े को जब चाट रही थी, वो महात्मा जी सपने में जो है उनको उसको देख करके बेचैन हो जाते हैं कि गाय अपने बच्चे को चाटती जा रही है, चाटती जा रही है, चाटती जा रही है। और एक समय ऐसा आता है कि वो गाय उसको चाटते-चाटते उसके खाल को जो है उखाड़ देती है, उसके बछड़े की जो है खाल से जो है खून बहने लग जाता है और धीरे-धीरे वो खून बह कर के वो दर्द से तड़प-तड़प के मर जाता है। जब ये सपना जब वो महात्मा जी देखते हैं तो बड़े व्याकुल हो जाते हैं और सुबह सुबह उठ कर के वो जो है श्री कृष्ण जी महाराज के पास में जाते हैं, जो कि योगीराज श्री कृष्ण जी जिसको हम लोग जो है बोलते हैं, जिनको बोलते हैं हमारे भगवान हैं, आराध्य है, वो श्री कृष्ण जी महाराज के पास में जाकर के कहते हैं कि श्री कृष्ण जी महाराज, रात को मैंने एक ऐसा ड्रीम देखा, एक ऐसा सपना देखा, एक गाय अपने बछड़े को चाट रही है और वो चाटते 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 उसने इतना चाट लिया कि बछड़े की जो खाल फट गई, खाल उतर गई, उससे खून बह बह करके बच्चा जो है एक बहुत दर्द की मौत मरा। तो उस समय श्री कृष्ण जी महाराज कहते हैं कि महात्मन, आपने जो स्वप्न देखा है, आपने जो सपना देखा है, ये सिर्फ सपना नहीं है, आने वाले कलयुग की हकीकत है। यहाँ माँ बाप अपने बच्चे को इतना प्यार, इतना प्यार, इतना प्यार देकर के उसको इतना बिगाड़ देंगे कि उसकी लाइफ में आने वाली चीजों को वो सोचते हैं कि हम उसको चाट चाट करके उसको प्यार कर रहे हैं, उसकी जरूरतों को बिना बिना जो है ढंग की जरूरतें, चाहे वो अच्छी जरूरत है, चाहे वो उसकी जो है जिद की जरूरत है, उन सभी जिद की जरूरतों को पूरा कर करके कहीं ना कहीं उसके भविष्य को जो है हम लोग जो अंधकार में डाल रहे हैं। और ऐसा अंधकार के लास्ट में उस बच्चे के सामने जो अंधेरे के अलावा कुछ नहीं दिखाई देता, और वो उस अंधकार में जो है झटपटाता रहता है और बाद में अपने माँ बाप को कोसता है कि शायद मेरे माँ बाप ने उस समय अगर मुझे जो है स्ट्रगल करना सिखाया होता, मुझे चीजों को जो है चैलेंज करना सिखाया होता, मुझे अपना डिसीजन मेकर बनना सिखाया होता, अगर मेरे अंदर जो है कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी नहीं आती, अगर मैं अपनी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट को लेकर के सोसाइटी के अंदर आता, अगर मैं खुद का एक डिसीजन मेकर होता, अगर मेरा खुद का एक नेचुरल रिजल्ट होता, और मेरे जो पेरेंट्स के साथ रिलेशन है वो इतने स्ट्रांग होते कि जहां पर वो गलत होते वो मुझे मैं उनको समझाता, जहां मैं गलत होता वो वहां मुझे समझाते। और जब हम लोग इस तरीके का एक ऐसा व्यवहार, एक ऐसा ऐसा जो माहौल हम लोग तैयार करें, एक ऐसा वातावरण तैयार करें, तो शायद भारत के अंदर फिर से ऐसे नौजवान पैदा हों जिनके अंदर हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग, टाइगर पेरेंटिंग, स्नोप्लाव पेरेंटिंग या जेंटल पेरेंटिंग की जरूरत ना पड़े, बल्कि माँ बाप के बीच का एक ऐसा बॉन्ड बने जो बच्चे को सही समय पर सही सीख देने वाला हो, सही समय पर उसको सही डिसीजन लेने का सिखाने वाला हो, उसका जो रिजल्ट निकलने वाला हो, नेचुरल निकलने वाला हो। इन सब चीजों को हम सब पेरेंट्स ध्यान दें। हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग सुनने में सभी आज रिस्पेक्टेड पैनलिस्ट ने बताया, सुनने में इतना अच्छा लगता है, मैं अपने बच्चे के लिए कर रहा हूँ, मैं आज अपने बच्चे के लिए कर रहा हूँ। आज इतनी सारी चीजें, इतनी भौतिक और विलास की जो चीजें हैं बच्चों के लिए ला करके हम लोग जो पेरेंट सोसाइटी के अंदर अपने आप को जो है जो बड़ा चौड़ा फील करते हैं कि मैंने अपने बच्चे की जरूरत का कोई सामान ऐसा नहीं छोड़ा जो उसको मैंने प्रोवाइड ना किया हो। मैंने अपने बच्चे के लिए घर बना दिया, मैंने अपने बच्चे के लिए गाड़ी ला करके दे दी, मैंने उसका ये कर दिया, मैंने उसका वो कर दिया। लेकिन अगर उस पेरेंट से कोई पूछने वाला हो कि अगर सब कुछ आपने कमा के दिया, आपके बच्चे ने क्या कमाया? जब तक आपका बच्चा जिंदगी के अंदर कमाना, कमाना सिर्फ पैसे का नहीं कह रहा हूं मैं, कमाना उसका जो है सभी चीजों का है, चाहे वो जो है सोसाइटी के अंदर अपनी इज्जत कमाए, वो नौकरी कमाए, वो जो है एक अच्छा व्यवहारिक व्यवहारिक व्यक्ति होने का तमगा कमाए। इन सब चीजों को कमाया किसने? आपने या आपके बच्चे ने? आपने अपनी जिंदगी का कमा लिया है, जितना आपने कमाना था वो कमा चुके हैं। अब कमाने की जिम्मेदारी आपके बच्चों की है, उनको भी कमाना सीखने देना चाहिए। जब तक आप अपने बच्चे को कमाना नहीं सिखाएंगे, तब तक आपका बच्चा कामयाब नहीं बनेगा। और अगर वो किसी तरीके से कामयाब बन भी गया, तो वो जो है सर्कस के शेर की तरह होगा, वो जो है जंगल के शेर की तरह नहीं होगा। यही मेरे आज के जो है इस वक्तव्य का जो है हिस्सा थे। अगर मैंने कोई चीज गलत की है तो मैं आप सभी से माफी मांगता हूँ। अगर मैंने आई थिंक पूजा मल्होत्रा मैम कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं। यस मैम प्लीज।
No, sir, I agree with you. It is a bitter truth, whatever you are saying, na. Yes, parents are providing each and every luxury, they are providing each and everything. But we need to make them future ready for everything. Because I believe that even we are having treasures. कहा जाता है कि खजाना खाली होने में टाइम नहीं लगता है। तो
नहीं
अगर
लगता।
हम बच्चे को रेडी नहीं बनाएंगे, अगर उनको हम लिटरेट नहीं करेंगे, उनको अगर हर चीज का एहसास नहीं दिलाएंगे कि हाउ टू गेट अ पर्टिकुलर थिंग, उनको एहसास होना चाहिए कि अगर एक पेन भी आ रहा है तो वो कैसे
Actually,
आता है।
यस मैम।
तो दे शुड नो, दे शुड नो, दे शुड
actually,
एबल टू
sir, it's a very slight.
आई थिंक कुछ नेटवर्क इश्यूज चल रहे हैं, नेटवर्क इश्यूज के कारण जो है थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। यस मैम,
A child
यस सर,
should understand the pain of their parents, क्योंकि एक दिन में कोई राजा नहीं बनता है सर। आई एग्री विद दिस, क्योंकि एक दिन में राजा नहीं बनता है, एक दिन में महल नहीं बनता है। हमारे पेरेंट्स ने काफी मेहनत करी जब सब कुछ सेटअप, हम लोग बहुत मेहनत करके हर चीज को बनाया जाता है, कैसे हर चीज को
आज की सोसाइटी में ये हो गया है, मैं ही सबसे अच्छा पेरेंट हूँ। इस चीज का तमगा लेने के चक्कर में हम लोग इतना कुछ कर गए कि अच्छे और बुरे का जो है ख्याल करना भूल जाते हैं हम लोग।
तो पेरेंट बच्चों को सबसे ज्यादा कहना चाहिए बिगाड़ने में योगदान जो है पेरेंट्स का ही है। हम बोलते हैं कि टीचर ने नहीं पढ़ाया, स्कूल में ध्यान नहीं दिया, बट पेरेंट ने क्या करा? अगर हम बोलते हैं बच्चा बिगड़ गया, मोबाइल दिया किसने बच्चे के हाथ में? हमारा अपना काम बताने के लिए बच्चों के हाथ में मोबाइल दे दिया। हमने अपने आप को सेफ रखने के लिए बच्चों को हमने ध्यान नहीं दिया। बच्चे तो बच्चे ही हैं, जिस तरह जिस रास्ते लेके जाएंगे उसी रास्ते वो जाएंगे। वो तो कच्चे घड़े हैं सर, एक कच्चे घड़े को जैसा शेप दिया जाएगा वैसे ही उस शेप में वो बन के रेडी होते हैं। तो इट्स बेटर, हम
यस
सब
मैम,
तो नहीं, लेकिन हम लोग एज अ एजुकेशनिस्ट हम लोग सोच सकते हैं बच्चों के उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए। अगर हर स्कूल का प्रिंसिपल, हर स्कूल का डायरेक्टर, हर स्कूल का टीचर ये सोच ले कि हमारे औरे में जो बच्चे हैं इनको हमें कम से कम सच में एजुकेट करना है, नॉट ओनली टॉकिंग अबाउट द बिग थिंग्स और द बड़ी बड़ी बातें करके नहीं होता है। हमें एक अपना बनाना पड़ेगा कि जिस लेवल का बच्चा है उसको क्या आना चाहिए। अगर नर्सरी से यूकेजी का बच्चा है तो उसको 1 to 100 एंड द बेसिक थिंग शुड बी देयर। 1 to 5 हम एफएलएन की बात करते हैं तो उसको कम से कम रीडिंग, राइटिंग, अंडरस्टैंडिंग आना चाहिए। और बच्चों को साइमल्टेनियसली मॉरल वैल्यूज भी इनकलकेट करना चाहिए। मॉरली बच्चों को समझाना चाहिए कि बेटा हाउ योर पेरेंट्स आर अर्निंग फॉर यू, हाउ दे आर सर्विंग फॉर यू, हाउ दे आर एबल टू मैनेज द थिंग्स फॉर यू। इट इज नॉट टू ईजी। जब तक सोसाइटी में हर इंसान उनको एहसास नहीं दिलाएगा तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता। थैंक यू सर।
राइट सर मैम, थैंक यू मैम। यस रेवती मैम।
एकदम सही कहा है मैम ने। तो मुझे भी लगता है कि हम सभी माता पिता हमारे बच्चों के लिए सोचना बहुत अच्छा है, पर ये भी याद रखने की जरूरत है कि उन्हें सीखने और बढ़ने के लिए हमें थोड़ी सी स्पेस भी देनी होगी, वो भी बहुत जरूरी है। और हमें उनकी जो स्वतंत्रता है, उनको निर्णय लेना है, उनको साहस बढ़ाने के लिए प्रोत्साहित भी हमें करना चाहिए। और साथ मिलकर हम उन्हें सशक्त और जिम्मेदार व्यक्तियों में भी हम बदल सकते हैं। तो ये हमारा जो टॉपिक है, ये तो सही में आज के दौर में सभी बच्चों के लिए, सभी पेरेंट्स के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है सर। थैंक यू।
यस, थैंक यू सो मच मैम। एंड अगेन थैंक यू सो मच टू ऑल रिस्पेक्टेड पैनलिस्ट। आज एक ऐसे इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक पे हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया और हमारी ऑडियंस ने उसको जो है बड़े पेशेंस के साथ सुना, बड़ा गंभीरता के साथ सुना। और सिर्फ सुनने तक काम नहीं करेंगे, आज से हम कुछ चेंजेस लेकर के आए, तभी ऐसे वेबिनार्स, ऐसे सेमिनार्स करने का बेनिफिट होगा। और यही से हम लोग लेकर के चले, हमने अपने बच्चे के स्ट्रगल का साक्षी बनना है, स्ट्रगल का साथी नहीं बनना है। दो चीजें होती हैं, एक साक्षी और एक साथी। अगर हम उसके स्ट्रगल के साथी ही बन गए हर तरीके में तो बच्चा कामयाब नहीं होगा। अगर हम उनके स्ट्रगल के साक्षी बने तो बच्चा जो है कामयाब होकर के माँ बाप का नाम ऊंचा करेगा। और तभी जो है आप लोग भी ये फील कर पाएंगे कि आपकी जो संतान है वाकई में एक जो है जिसको बोलते हैं सपूत जो होते हैं, अच्छी संतान आपने पैदा की है। इसी के साथ आज के लिए थैंक यू सो मच। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय रेवर। मिलेंगे एक नए टॉपिक के साथ बहुत जल्द।
I would like to appreciate all the participants for your commitment to learning and sharing knowledge. To the co-speakers, all your expertise, your insights and passion, it has been definitely inspiring. And collaborating with you all has been a rewarding experience. And a special appreciation goes out to the team of organizers of Paai, as well as moderator Ms. Anjum Qureshi ma'am, in ensuring the smooth execution of this event. I am grateful to Dr. Harshvardhan Singh sir, founder, chairman, PREETHVI Abhyuday Educators Association India, Paai, for this opportunity. Thank you all once again.
Thank you once again. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू श्रीरंजनी
Thank you,
मैम,
sir. Thank you.
संध्या मैम, रेवती मैम,
Thank you.
पूजा मल्होत्रा मैम, अंजुम मैम, और बैक एंड पे जो वर्क कर रहे हैं मीनाक्षी जसवाल मैम, जो आज इस पूरे प्रोग्राम को हमेशा लाइव करते हैं। और बैक एंड पे हमारी जो है महिला शक्ति जो है लगी होती है, तो उनके लिए भी शुक्रिया। थैंक यू सो मच टू ऑल। अगेन जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय आर्यवर्त।
थैंक यू सर।
नमस्ते।